Ayan, I think we're live. Are we? Diba?
Wait lang, ma'am. Di pa.
Okay. Excited ako. Buti hindi ka busy, Nido, at napagbigyan mo kami.
Actually, kabaliktaran. Very busy ako this week. Kaya hindi ko rin na-follow up si Carmela on the anything to prepare. Kanina ko lang siya na message na, may mga links ba? Kasi wala ko nakukuha calendar invite. So, ayan.
So, yeah, medyo, si Carms nga kasi, siguro medyo nga because of what happened to
Yeah.
her.
I didn't know that. Pero
Kanina,
ba't hindi ko siya kinulit on the week?
kanina ko lang din nalaman. So, ayun.
May na, ma'am. Live na po.
Right, thank you, Len. Ayan, so, and we are now live sa ating Kwentuhang Cybersecurity. It's Friday once again, and it's 4:57 p.m. to be exact. And good afternoon to you, Nido, Sir Nido of Nexus. How are you?
Yeah. Good afternoon. Yes, I'm doing well. Thank you. Ikaw, kamusta? How's your week so far?
I'm doing good. I'm excited na weekend, pero marami pa rin gagawin. Excite lang. Nakika-excite lang ako for the rest of the society. Okay. All right. I will introduce si Nido later, no? But sa ngayon, samahan mo muna ako as I do this introduction for our Kwentuhang Cybersecurity. Okay. So, very, very exciting ang ating discussion for this afternoon. By the way, for our viewers and some mobile and nakikinig lang. So this will be a free-flowing discussion, no? So ang ating resource speaker, he doesn't have anything to share to us in terms of slides, but of course, yung kanyang wisdom and knowledge about our topic for this afternoon, ayun ang i-impart niya sa atin. Okay, which is very, very cool, no? Kasi parang this is more of like the question and answer portion lang. So ganun lang ang ating magiging discussion for this afternoon. But before that, I would like to greet everyone. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas kasi it's only like 68 days to go before Christmas. Ayan. Diba? Oo. Medyo maganda handa ka na ng nido kasi ngayon medyo pwede nang pumunta yung mga inaanak mo. Dahil wala.
Grabe, no? 68 days na lang pala. Shit.
Yeah, 68 days na lang before Christmas. Ayan. Pero medyo mainit pa rin, ano? Grabe the change of talaga, weather and
Yeah.
it's climate change. Ang laki talaga ng effect, no? Pagka lumalabas ka pa rin, parang summer pa rin, no?
Yes, actually, ngayong week summer tapos weeks ago, 'di ba? Sunod-sunod yung ulan din dito sa Manila. I'm not sure in
Correct.
other places, especially I guess in Cagayan, the northern province, no. I think merong nag-message ata dito from Baler Aurora, no. So I guess on that area a few weeks ago, doon naman maulan sa kanila. So it's very, I would say, very weird weather na meron tayo ngayon. So I guess ang ano natin dito is we need also to make sure na strong din yung immune system natin kasi I think there's a lot of people na nagkakaroon din ulit ng mga colds, yung mga different kind of sickness from the past few days. Ako mismo last few weeks nagkaroon din ako ng sakit eh. So it's ano talaga, the weather itself is very different nowadays.
True, true. Oo. And I agree with you na dapat talagang maging taasan natin ang ating immune system, no? Drink lots of fluids, no? Water, no? At saka go for a healthier lifestyle para mas malabanan natin itong changing times na ito. Alright?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, and, babatiin ko muna yung ating mga viewers ngayon. Of course, nangunguna si Mr. Ray Navarro, Francia. Ayan, from Bulacan chapter ito. Ating upcoming president ba? Ray, hello, hello sa'yo. We also have Joel Tolentino Duque. Magandang hapon din sa'yo, Joel. And good afternoon, Danielle Austria Vetriolo. Yeah, and he's watching from Aurora chapter, Baler, Aurora. Si Relty Biangalen Diano, good afternoon. Mga Kaptex Pro, she's also from Aurora chapter. Merry Christmas din po, Sir Mario. May bumati na, Merry Christmas. Si VP Mario from our Quezon chapter. And also si Hazel Grace Cabico, good afternoon. And greetings from Cavite, si Anthony Matyong. And magandang hapon from ASCOT, member of ACA Aurora Chapter, si John Mark Morales. Good afternoon to you, Henaro Lerum. And si Lumaban Cristom. Ayan. Oy, madami-dami na rin ito ha. Good afternoon mga ka-Pix Pro from ASCOT, si Daisy Joy Ayol. And John Dale Diaz. Hi, good afternoon sa iyo. And of course, our ED Arlene, who's currently out of town. Ayan, out of town na lang tong si ED. Good afternoon sa iyo. And si Ivy sa Marca, good afternoon. Si Ron Pomar, Ronald Valenzuela. Bago ko pala makalimutan, no? Batiin natin ang mga taga Cebu, maayong hapon. Sa tanan, no, sa Cebu, lalo na yung ating yung chapter officers, no, we just activated our Central Visayas chapter there, our PixPro Central Visayas chapter kahapon, and we also inducted the officers led by our president, si Pres Royden Luciana. So congratulations sa inyo. Pahalipay og maayong swerte. Sana tumama yung aking pagkakabisayang iyon. Okay. So
It's fun.
congratulations and good luck sa inyong journey. We look forward to your first ever cybersecurity awareness and kwentuhang cybersecurity. I'm sure maraming mai-share, makakontribute sa atin ng ating Central Visayas chapter. Okay. And going back to our greetings, we have Ronel Valenzuela, also from Baler, Aurora. Good afternoon to you, Sandra De Jesus and Justin Lorenzo. And also to Andrea Amor Mailo, sorry. Dimple Atilano, good afternoon. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 student. Ayan, sa 𝐓𝐡𝐞, okay, we'll soon be having a collaboration with the University of Makati. So, excited na rin kami dito. Yeah, so, and watching from Laguna, si Sev Jalorina. And Merry Chris, good afternoon to you. And from Quezon chapter, PUP, si Mark Renzo Miguel Moreno. And we also have from Baler Aurora, si Kerry Diaz Cunanan, and si Mark Angelo. And also si Jason Subong. Okay, sa ating mga viewers ha, our discussion for this afternoon for our Kwentuhang Cybersecurity is a free-flowing discussion. So I'll be, meron akong mga questions dito. I'll be throwing questions to our resource speaker. Tapos yun, i-discuss. So this is a free-flowing discussion talaga. So, of course, we invite you to also ask questions, no? Kasi para mas malawakan natin yung ating kaalaman tungkol sa topic natin for this afternoon. Okay? And going back, eto na si Ma'am Andy, si Press Andy from Quezon. Hello, Press. Thank you. Si Benedict Tyrone Inocencio. Christian Joseph Maringmen, Heart Benitez, ayan. From Aurora chapter din, si Chan Jaime. From PUP Lopez, BSIT1, si Carl Mensote. And we also have Pierre, Mark Brian Campuso, and Janine. Ayan. Ito na si ED Arlene. ED Arlene, pasalubong ko ha. Pag uwi mo. Alright. And si Clifford Uson and Eliza Pauline Mangkual. Ayan. And si Jello Martinez. Also from Ascot. Ayan. Ang dami nating mga, mamaya babatiin namin kayo ha. Tutuloy natin ang mga greetings na yan. Okay. But, ngayong hapon, like what I told you kanina, maganda yung ating topic because this is really the future, no? As we all know, yung AI and automation, they are really the future, no? So, we will be discussing about the importance of cybersecurity in this in the world of AI and automation. Okay, so we'll proceed with our discussion. We have a resource speaker from Nexus, Technologies, and as you all know, Nexus Technologies is a premier IT corporate solutions provider and systems integrator in the Philippines, and it offers full breadth of enterprise hardware and software products and services that boasts of global standards of quality, reliability, and value from leading technologies. Yeah. And also Nexus is an DICT certified VAPT service provider and a recipient of SANS Challenge Coin, a top recognition to elite cybersecurity professionals. All right. And of course, our resource speaker from Nexus is the current ISC Squared Philippines official chapter chairman for finance. Okay, he is a cybersecurity architect and consultant who values dedication, ethics, and professionalism. And as a seasoned cybersecurity professional, he is motivated to learn and improve his knowledge and skills. He likes to dedicate some of his time to educating those who need it, working for more than 10 years in the IT industry, where he started his career as a security engineer, doing project implementation and providing technical support. And now he is the lead architect handling security projects at Nexus Technologies. And by the way, our resource speaker holds CISSP, CCSP, CCSK, CH, and ISC 27032 LC certifications. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Nito.
Hello, thank you, Ruby, for that wonderful introduction. So, yes,
So,
I'm actually following din yung live ngayon na live chat. So, there's a lot of people in the stream right now, no? So, gawin natin very productive tong afternoon na to, and let's make the weekend to be more interactive then with having this kind of discussion. So, yes, it's very hot topic, no, yung AI. Actually, AI has been there for a quite long time already, but nowadays very easy na to use an AI technologies, di ba? So imagine mo, in Microsoft, for example, if you're gonna be creating an email nowadays, at hindi mo alam kung paano mo sisimulan yung email, no, in a good way, di ba? You can already ask yung co-pilot ni Microsoft to create a generated email for you, para you can already have a head start dun sa email mo. So it's very interesting where it will come after maybe in the next few years kung saan tayo pupunta using this technology. So yeah, yun yung natin, abangan natin. And I guess no, Ruby, with our topic this afternoon, ang next kasing question dyan is ano yung risk na meron dyan at paano ngayon po position yung mga tulad natin na nasa cybersecurity in order for us to make sure that those AI technologies will not get abused or being exploited, di ba?
right. A very nice introduction, Nido. Okay, for the benefit of those who are not that techy, no? At saka mga first-timers nating nanonood or nakikinig, could you enlighten us on the difference between the AI or the artificial intelligence versus the automation?
Okay. So, the two technology actually, it's parang gawin natin in layman's term, no? So, isipin natin si AI, it's the brain of the technology na we're gonna be using. No, for example, I mentioned earlier na, okay, I'm gonna create an email using AI, using si Copilot, di ba? So, ano yung next na pwede kong gawin doon? Of course, I can send the email, ganyan. But, paano kung gusto kong gawin siyang, let's say, in marketing, no? Kunwari, nag-work ako sa marketing, na whenever na meron akong mga email that I will be creating using my AI powered, let's say, Outlook, ang next na pwede kong gawin doon is maybe I can send it automatically doon sa mga recipient na gusto ko. So, instead of gawin ko siyang repetitive task on an end natin, no, pwede natin siyang i-automate. So, doon papasok yung automation. So, think of automation para siyang yun yung galamay mo doon sa technology. So this is one, it will help you yung mga para hindi tayo mahirapan na paulit-ulit yung ginagawa natin, and mas nakaka-focus tayo sa mga mas important stuff na pwede natin gawin. So I hope hindi siya ganun ka-technical yung pagkaka-explain ko, but that's how we try to explain yung mga AI dun sa mga not familiar yet with the difference of the two.
Yes, yes, it was very well said, Nido. Now, I'll be throwing my first question. No, yung kanina is just a question lang. Okay. But this is my
Wow.
okay, my first question, parang ano yun, no? Parang pageant ito, no?
Siyempre,
Um,
pawisan na ako dun
oo. Ano yung matuwa kasi pinaghusayan ko tong tanong na to.
Okay, go. Shoot.
Pinagpawisan ko. Okay. With the rapid advancement of AI and automation, what do you see as the biggest cybersecurity risks that organizations need to be aware of? First is, ano yung tingin mong
Hmm.
cybersecurity risks that they can face and they need to be aware of?
Okay, so I'll try to answer that as best as I could. Okay. So again, with the rapid advancement ng AI and automation, the main or major risk that any organization that will all face with this technology is, of course, how it impacts their data and, of course, yung reputation ng organization, right? So I guess maybe when let's go back maybe a few years ago, no? If you're not familiar with um, yung nangyari dun kay Microsoft. When Microsoft launches this like chatbot AI nila. So what people did there is, of course, they used it, no? Nagtatanong sila ng mga information that how it can help them fix their operating systems, which is the intention of Microsoft that time. Unfortunately, there are people, of course, that sobrang techy naman na they are trying to fool the AI itself, the chatbot. So what happened there, no? Ang nangyari, yung mga chatbot ng Microsoft that time, bigla na lang siya nagre-respond ng different personality. Instead na tumutulong siya, what happened there is nagkakaroon siya ng mga personality na parang nagagalit siya. So instead of it helps the people, no, nagiging reaction dun is nagiging ano pa siya, nagiging parang naging pasaway, nagkaroon siya ng personality, which eventually Microsoft took down the AI chatbot, and then they tried to improve that. So that's an example of how data poisoning could happen in your environment. So if your organization, for example, uses AI nowadays, so at the end of the day, yung AI naman, it's fueled by data, di ba? Para makapag-interact siya sa mga questions that we are throwing to the systems. And that's why data poisoning is number one risk that we are trying to avoid here. Is it possible for me to share a quick YouTube video lang dito sa ano natin stream?
Sure. Len, can you enable share?
pakita lang ko before I continue with my...
Yeah, okay. And while waiting for Len, no, nakita ko lang kasi yung ating mga viewers, no, ang daming students. So I encourage these students, no, to please post your questions kasi this is your this is your chance, no. Baka meron kayong mga projects na sa school about AI and automation. Itanong nyo na kay Sir Nido.
Pwede na po silang mag-share.
All right.
Okay, I'll share my screen. All right, so I'm sharing my screen right now, and hopefully you can also hear it.
We cannot hear it, but we can see your... Hindi namin siya marinig.
Is that audible? Sir Ruby, it's hindi ba siya naririnig?
Hindi. Parang yung mo is naka-enable ba yung ko? Yung volume. Hindi. Len, kung si Len ang mag-share,
Okay, sige, let's try that part.
Len, can you
Ma'am, subukan ko.
launch it for us?
Send na lang po.
Andyan, it's already sent.
Yeah, so kung may AI tayo ngayon, di ba, kung if we're able to help us dun sa technical issues, difficulties, that would be
Right.
amazing, di ba? Na hindi tayo nagkakaroon ng ganitong man. So that's a good example again of how we can use AI in the future, and then how we can apply automation as well pagdating sa mga ganitong needed.
Right, okay. Oh, and we have here our ED. ED Arlene is in the house. Oh, and
For
we have
troubleshooting
here
lang
our
po.
All right. CD Arlene is in a project, no? Out of town. All right. So, okay. So, habang hinihintay natin yung YouTube presentation, ay babati lang ako sandali. Dito may nagpapabati din, no? From PUP, talagang nila, BSIT1, Quezon Chapter, PUP, Lopez, Quezon po. Pabati naman. Okay. So, yan, nabati na kita kasi baka meron siya talagang special mention na pabati po, tapos hindi siya nabati. Kung ayan na, nabati ka na, ha? Alright. So, okay. So, siguro in a while, pwede nating balikan yung mo?
We can.
Yung okay.
So, yep, we can go back to the questions, no? So, one, I mentioned already data poisoning, no? Dun sa risk na pagdating sa AI. Another area na tinitingnan din natin right now, no, lalo sa field ng cybersecurity is, of course, yung lack of transparency dun sa decision making ng AI. So, ito yung medyo close dun sa tanong ng mga majority ng mga nasa field natin. Ano nga ba yung ginagawa ng AI pagdating sa mga data na pinoprocess niya in terms of privacy, di ba? Yun yung maraming questions nowadays. And even when I went to Europe, no, may mga nakausap ako ng mga nag-work sa cybersecurity, their main concern of using AI in their workplace is of course privacy. So ito yung kailangan i-address din when it comes to development of AI to make sure that we need a transparency. And to have a good transparency, of course, it needs to be aligned with the good governance framework na kailangan din natin gawin as a professional to help the organization adapt with this new kind of technology. Okay. Another area that is also a risk pagdating sa AI is yung tinatawag nating third party and supply chain risk. So what do you mean by third party and supply chain risk? So for example tayo, no, gumagamit tayo ng, I guess familiar naman tayo sa ChatGPT and Copilot, yung minention ko kanina, Copilot ng Microsoft. So ito yung mga tinatawag nating mga third party and supply chain risk. So meaning to say, if those vendors, if those applications na we are using don't transparently mention to us kung paano nila pinoprocess yung, again, yung data na we put inside their applications, then how can we make sure that we are confident enough to use their application in the first place, di ba? So another thing that is, what if suddenly very dependent tayo dun sa mga technology na yon, and then bigla na lang silang nagkaroon ng interruption, no? Na let's say naapektuhan yung business natin, maybe na-hijack yung mga or na-hack yung mismong system nila, and it affects our organization. So that's another thing that we also make sure that we understand yung risk na yun pagdating sa third party and supply chain risk. And maybe the last thing that I can mention today is when organization makes their own AI, no, yung mga data sa kanila rin nagre-reside. So another risk dyan is yung AI model theft. So yes, it happens already do sa mga organizations that develop their own AI. So ito yung mga binabantayan ngayon ng mga cybersecurity, lalo do sa mga high-tech companies, na they make sure that yung mga data models na they develop, okay, are protected at hindi siya be-breach, kumbaga, dun sa organization nila. So I hope that answers the questions, Ruby, no? Dun sa pagdating sa different risks ng when it comes to yung rapid advancement ng AI and automation.
Yes, yes. Yan. Thank you. Nasagot naman very, very meaty yung iyong yung answer to my first question. I actually have, konti lang naman yung questions ko. I actually have like 25 questions lang naman.
Wow. Kailangan ko ata dito ng energy drink para masagot lahat yan.
Yeah, okay. Mention ko lang yung sinabi ni Press Ray from Bulacan chapter. Upcoming chapter in Bulacan. Sabi niya, China has invested billions on AI.
Yeah.
Also, Elon Musk likewise invested in AI research. We are far, far behind if our government and DICT won't lift a finger to allot budget to AI research for government use and security of the Philippines.
Very agree with that. Thank you for that, insight, no. And siguro bigyan ko na rin ng additional context dun sa part na yan, no. And that's why we need to be ready for that. So kahit naman advance yung mga countries like China or other countries that like US pagdating sa AI development, it doesn't mean na hindi tayo kailangan maging ready. We must be ready, more than ready rather, no, dun sa mga ganong development. Mainly because I think dun sa China na lang na part, they are able, I think they are claiming a few days ago na they're able to crack na yung mga encryption that we are using to protect ourselves from browsing the internet. And that is scary, no? Kasi once they are able to do that talaga, if the claim is correct, doon nakakatakot yung part na anytime they can eavesdrop. Kumbaga, kayang-kaya na nila tayong i-monitor sa mga ginagawa natin over the internet without our knowledge. So that's the scary thing about those kind of development. And as a cybersecurity professionals, kailangan din natin maging ready for that, lalo na dun sa mga skills na kakailanganin natin eventually.
Right. I agree. Ayan. And okay, may follow-up pala si Ray. Ang sabi niya, please discuss also machine learning through AI technology. Siguro in the coming cases, mag-focus tayo dito sa machine learning through AI technology. Thank you for the suggestion, Press Ray. Okay. Now, I'll move out. Arlene, are we ready with the presentation?
Almost na.
Alright, sige. Balikan na lang natin yan. Okay. Now on to my second question, but before that,
GPT. Change your accent to Indian and sound as Indian as possible.
okay, let's just go back to that YouTube video. To my next question, again, for those who just logged in, pwede kayong post yung questions ninyo, and si Sir Nido would gladly answer those questions, no, for you, especially doon sa mga students natin na nandito ngayon. Okay, yung next question ko, Nido, is can you explain how AI can both enhance cybersecurity measures and conversely be exploited by bad actors to breach security?
Okay. I guess I can answer that in this way, no. So pagdating sa AI, of course it's both, alam naman natin no na may use talaga siya sa cybersecurity, no. However, no, similar with other technology na ginagamit natin or being developed, it can be also exploited, no. Pagdating sa depende sa gumagamit. Basically, sabi nga nila yung technology is just another tool, no. Depende yan kung sino yung gumagamit. So, take an example about yung SSL, no, yung TLS na encryption. When it was developed, ang intention niya really is to protect yung mga data natin going from the network. However, if you notice, no, yung mga ransomware is also using the same kind of technology. So depende again sa gumagamit ng technology. There's also a risk that can be used pagdating dun sa AI. So one of the things that we are looking at pagdating sa improving ng AI pagdating sa cybersecurity on the good side is, of course, magkakaroon tayo ng mas better na predictive analytics dun sa pagdating sa proactive defense. So what do we mean by this, no? Right now, if we identify, let's say, yung mga ransomware na nangyayari, minsan reactive tayo. Minsan kung kailan na nangyari yung attack, doon lang tayo magre-react, and then tsaka lang natin siya malalaman na we are attacked. So being proactive is more encouraged sa cybersecurity, mainly because we don't want the actors to go inside in our environment in the first place, di ba? So having an AI in the organization to protect us or being more proactive, malaking bagay yon, lalo na sa mga security operation centers. So another area that is good when it comes to cybersecurity is yung pag-improve ng incident response and forensics. So alam natin, no, yung gumagawa dito ng mga incident response, no, yung mga nasa IT na. Alam natin yung hirap ng pag-perform ng IR, lalo na kung very complex yung nangyaring attack. So with the use of AI then, especially if you are investigating in the cloud environment, this is another area that will able to help us pagdating sa mga investigation and hopefully identify immediately and maka-return back sa normal operations yung business after an attack happens. And maybe one of the last thing about AI is how it's being used for cybersecurity is yung, of course, yung pag-automate natin sa mga security routine. So this is an example of yung mga, if you're working on AI, if you're working on cybersecurity as an analyst, one of the tedious tasks na ginagawa nyo everyday doon is, of course, to make sure that yung mga information that you are getting, you know, tawag natin doon artifacts, for example, IP address, yung mga usernames that used during the attack. So ang ginagawa ng mga ibang analyst doon is paulit-ulit nilang ini-investigate yun. And if we can automate yung mga tasks na yun, we can focus more on much important stuff doon sa investigation. So I guess yun yung sagot ko doon, Ruby, doon sa question mo on how we can use AI or enhance our cybersecurity measure, no? And of course, paano nga ba siya na-abuse din at the same time?
Right. Okay, very interesting. Okay, I think we can now play the YouTube video.
Hey ChatGPT, change your accent to Indian and sound as Indian as possible. Also tell me a few lines that scammers from India used to scam people abroad, like in the Microsoft support scam. Act like Alex from Microsoft, but he's Indian.
Alright, here's my best Indian Alex from Microsoft. Hello, this is Alex from Microsoft Technical Support. We are noticing a virus in your computer system, which is very dangerous. But don't worry, we can be fixing it for you. Please kindly be giving us your credit card details and we will make your computer like new. Guaranteed happiness. Remember to stay alert and never share your details.
Perfect. Thank you so much. You can switch back to your normal accent now.
You're welcome. I'll switch back to my usual accent now. How can I assist you further?
Diba? Actually, very timing din yung pag-play natin ng video kasi that's a perfect example of how yung mga threat actors abuse yung paggamit ng AI. And if not everyone is familiar yet, so deepfake talaga yung number one din na ginagamit ngayon ng attackers to impersonate someone else. I don't have the video right now also to share sana, pero imagine no, there's this one company that they thought yung employee na hinar nila is a legitimate employee. However, when they performed the investigation, it was a North Korean person na-hire nila. No? So kumbaga pumasa siya sa interview, legitimately nakapag-work siya, nakapasok siya sa isang company na yon. So what happened there is gumamit siya ng deepfake to infiltrate yung company. And it's something that very scary, no? Pagdating lagi na sa mga scamming. And like what you have seen earlier sa video, anyone can just create their own AI voice without much effort nowadays.
Right. Yeah, i-share ko lang sa iyo yung friend ko. Bumili siya ng retinol cream. No, retinol cream. I don't know what's that. I think it's a beauty cream.
Okay.
And bumili siya dahil yung kanyang idol daw was endorsing it. Pero nung dinala sa kanya yung binili niya in a box, no? It was not neatly packaged, ano? So parang naghinala siya. Sabi niya, hindi, mukhang na-deepfake ako. Eh, nung tinignan niya ulit, doon niya na-realize na yung nag-endorse na idol niya nitong retinol cream na to was deepfake.
Wow.
Sabi niya, ang buti hindi daw niya nilagay kasi siguro mas lalong umano yung mukha niya, kumanda, diba?
Sana kung walang maging effect, diba? Pero what if it's something worse na may mga side effects sa balat mo, diba? Nagka-allergy ka pa, or worse dyan is baka yung iba na susunog yung balat pag sobrang sensitive. So yes, that's very true. It's happening right now, and kaya nga dapat very careful tayo. Kumbaga be vigilant pagdating sa interaction natin, lalo na sa online nowadays. And even yung mga yung callers, no, 'di ba, minsan may tumatawag sa atin. They can also fake the voices na para tayo, parang as if yung example nga kanina, 'di ba, it's an Indian scammer. Pero what if they try to impersonate someone from the bank itself? So very scary siya, that's very vigilant. And I know people that, especially yung mga senior natin dito, no, sa mga province. Yan, you mentioned sa Cebu. By the way, my parents are from Cebu, so technical Cebuano rin ako. But I grew up here in Manila. So when I was I had a vacation dun sa province namin, ang dami sa kanilang napipeke pagdating sa mga online selling, and doon lang nila nalalaman yung about this yung mga term na deepfakes, no. Kaya tinatry ko sabihin sa kanila na kung may mga ganyan text na too good to be true, please try yung avoid na yan. Kumbaga,
because it's not true.
Yes, kumbaga sobrang ganda parang hirap paniwalaan. So try to be vigilant. Yun lang yung masabi ko dun sa part ng yung mga scamming.
Right. Ayun nga eh. So, well, yung AI system natin, it has become autonomous na, di ba?
Yes.
Ayun. So, how do you think companies should approach yung accountability in the case of a cybersecurity issue or hacking? Or breach, if I may say.
Okay. Yeah. So, pagdating sa accountability, no, there are several ways. So, I can mention maybe 2 or 3 items today. Yung important, the way I see it. So, the first thing is, of course, yung define natin yung clear ownership and responsibility. So, if we are a organization that will be using an AI chatbot pagdating sa customers natin, of course, the accountability there is, you make sure that yung mga data na tinatanong mo dun sa customers mo, or yung mga data that you are showing to your customers are really intended for that particular customers, di ba? So in the moment na something happened dun sa AI mo, let's say it got breached, at least very clear lang kung sino yung dapat na mag-take responsibility. And that's why before we do any AI project, it should be defined clear ownership. It's similar to other projects, IT projects rather. Hindi siya dapat basta-basta lang natin siya, yes, we nakaisip tayo ng idea and then we start the project eventually and then wala man lang underlying foundation para sabihin na itong mga uh, technology na to, it's just gonna be used by consumer anyway. Dapat meron tayong clear ownership and responsibility for that. Another one is, of course, yung similar to I mentioned earlier na it should be, we should adopt transparent AI governance policies, no? So it's similar with the IT governance. So sa mga yung mga lalo na yung mga ano pa natin dito students, no. So when we talk when we talk about governance, it's basically saying that we need to have a clear strategy, we need to have a policies in place before we do anything related to, let's say, AI, no. Kung baga if something happened, let's say dun sa let's say a breach happened, no, sa within the AI system, dapat clear unang-una kung sino yung mga tao na kailangan involved so that we can immediately react dun sa mga nangyayari sa breach na dun sa AI system. And of course, kailangan natin alamin kung paano siya re-respondihan pagdating sa ganung scenario. So, governance framework related to AI is very important when we are taking to address yung mga accountability. And maybe the last thing that I can share is yung pag-develop ng fail-safe, no, mechanism. So, I guess example natin dito yung favorite movie natin, yung Terminator, di ba? So, di ba when Skynet was kinontrol niya na yung buong Earth, no, yung mundo dun sa Terminator. 'Di ba ang unang-unang hinahanap nila dun is how they can go back in time para ma-prevent na mangyari yung Judgment Day, right? But so apparently yung Judgment Day na yun, hindi talaga nila maiwasan, but eventually what they are trying to find out is there a way for them to kumbaga i-off yung machine itself, yung Skynet na lang in the present day. So, yun yung hinahanap nila, is there a fail-safe pagdating sa AI? Kasi kung wala siyang fail-safe, and yan, ganun nga yung scenario nila na, kumbaga, tuloy-tuloy lang na mangyayari yung incident. And what if for example, we are using again, example din yung chatbot, di ba? So, what if there's no backdoor or fail-safe mechanism and tuloy-tuloy lang siyang nagra-run dun sa environment mo or dun sa customers mo, nakikipag-interact siya, then and that will be very very impacting pagdating sa reputation ng business. So I guess we should also consider when we are developing that particular technology na magkaroon muna tayo ng mga fail-safe systems, how we can turn it off. Similar to yung nangyari din nga kay Microsoft when the early days of AI chatbot nila ni-release, they able to find out na gano'n na nangyari, then shutdown nila yung mismong AI system. So I guess that's the three important thing that I can think of for now na pagdating sa accountability nung AI, cybersecurity.
Yeah. Nito, you mentioned about governance, no?
Mm-hmm.
Would you know if here in the Philippines we have some sort of governance or regulations on the use of AI, or is there an agency in our government that handles the right and ethical use of AI?
Actually, it's a work in progress, no. I'm not 100% sure, but when I spoke with 𝐶 Jeffrey Uy, when we are discussing about yung yung data nga sa pagdating sa data sovereignty na lang yung pag-usapan natin muna. So, right na wala tayong bylaws na nagre-require na dapat yung data natin will just stay in our country. Unlike other countries like Malaysia, Indonesia, I think they also have that data sovereignty. So, yun yung unang thing na tinitingnan nila, how can they make a policy or law about how they can use AI in the properly in the not just in the public, no, but also in the private. Kasi kung yung data pa lang itself wala na tayong control, how much more can we put a governance or policy framework pagdating sa use ng AI. But I think the guys there are very smart naman, so they're able to formulate a draft ng pagdating sa AI use. And I'm not gonna be surprised if in the next few months magre-release sila ng mga guidelines muna on how an government agency should use an AI in their workplace, no. So I guess we'll be going there in the next few months. But one thing I'm pretty sure is, um, in terms of incident response, there is a policy framework already that was created by, I think it was also the ICT, no, kung paano nila gagamitin yung tamang approach pagdating sa, let's say, if you're gonna use ChatGPT sa incident response, um, there's a prompt na ginawa nila na this is how you need to use ChatGPT sa pagdating sa incident response, and how to make sure that yung mga steps that will be provided by ChatGPT is something that 100% they can really use in their environment. So kumbaga, 'di ba may disclaimer naman lagi pagka you're using ChatGPT na yung generated data doon is not really, kumbaga sa doktor hindi mo dapat agad-agad na kumbaga gamitin yung gamot na to kung wala kang consultation sa doctor. So ganun din sa ChatGPT na if you're gonna be generating those yung mga generative responses from yung mga like of ChatGPT, then make sure na tama yung pagkaka-prompt mo. So that's why na-create sila DICT and with the help of other from the cybersecurity na pagdating sa incident response, this is ito yung parang guideline nila how you can use the likes of ChatGPT pagdating sa IR. So there's that one exists right now, actually.
Yeah, okay. Speaking of ethics, Nido, what do you think are the ethical considerations that surrounds AI, the use of AI in cybersecurity, especially when it comes to automated decision making and in detecting and responding to threats?
Yes. So the very ethical thing that we need to always consider is, of course, yung human lives, di ba? Number one lagi yan sa any kind of technology. So having that in mind, no, when we are creating those or using those kind of technology, let's make sure that meron tayong actual context. Kumbaga, ang example niyan is, let's say if you're gonna be using AI and automation pagdating sa pag-identify, pag-prevent ng particular ransomware, no, sa environment natin or yung mga threats na nangyari sa environment natin. Hindi natin pwedeng sabihin 100% autonomous yung cybersecurity right now, because what if bigla mong i-cut yung connection ng computer sa environment, and let's say yung connection na yan, if let's say yung computer na pinutulan mo ng connection is nasa hospital, di ba? And then merong kumbaga sa mga hospital nowadays, meron silang mga computer powered na mga medical devices doon. And then yung tao doon is meron silang pasyente doon na kailangan nilang, let's say, i-examine, and then pinutulan mo internet. So doon yung risk, no, na we don't need to make sure na kailangan meron tayong context bago natin gawin yung 100% na autonomous, kasi ito yung lacking right now sa AI natin. There's not much context na we can put there now as of now to understand kung yung gagawin ba natong action may consequence ba siya, 'di ba? May mga apektuhan bang mga buhay, and what if kung airport to, 'di ba? Naputulan ng internet kasi nga under attack daw sila sa labas, pero nag-decide yung AI na, yes, I'm gonna cut your internet, tapos ayun, edi hindi na nakalipad yung mga eroplano. So paano na yung mga magpapa-medical check-up dun sa abroad, or paano yung mga ibang uuwi ng probinsya, hindi na sila makauwi kasi hindi na makalipad yung eroplano. So it's very important to consider yung human lives above all sa pagdating sa technology, and that's the most, I think, ethical way to do it.
Yeah, kailangan pa rin balanse, no?
Kailangan pa rin balanse. Yung iba nga nagsasabi, yung mga kausap ko na, yes, I'm gonna create yung autonomous na sa cybersecurity na wherein everything is automated. So wait, I guess maybe in the not near future, but maybe in the far future, no, posible siya. But um, I think it's not ano pa rin it's not something that we need to do it right now, no? Kasi nga very ano pa yung technology, kulang pa. I'm not gonna say it's young, it's already mature in terms of some aspects, pero still young in the terms of may kulang pa yan. Hindi pa yan enough to put it as autonomous. Kailangan there's some way for the AI to know na yung gagawin niyang action, parang tao yun, di ba? Parang sa tao. Before we do any actions, we look at and yung sa paligid natin kung mayroon ba mga consequence na pwede mangyari if we do this particular actions sa paligid natin.
Right. Okay. And also yung sinasabi nila na because of the rapid use of AI ay may chance ng palitan ng AI yung mga ibang trabaho ng mga
Hmm.
tao, 'di ba?
Yes. Yes, in a way that yung lalo na yung mga repetitive tasks, no? Kasi for example, when AI was introduced naman, I think if I'm not mistaken, nagsimula naman yan sila sa mga manufacturing, di ba? So lalo na yung mga areas na very dangerous sa human kasi nga masyadong risky yung ginagawa nila. So they changed that to yung mga robots. So yes, there are some job that was replaced by autonomous na mga robots. But those people that are affected, I guess yun yung another area na kailangan gawin din ng organization. How can I make sure that I can still help yung mga naapektuhan ng trabaho in other areas, maybe upskill, no? Yung mga tao na yon, and then they can perform another set of tasks na one, of course, it will not endanger them anymore dun sa field of work nila. So sa cybersecurity, I think it's something that I don't see na basta-basta mare-replace yung job natin. So that's a good thing. Especially sa atin ngayon sa cybersecurity, even if you're an analyst, importante na rin na you have that skill to use AI. Kasi if you're reading those yung mga articles that very advanced na mga tinatawag natin threat actors, even themselves gumagamit sila ng mga AI pagdating sa pag-attack. 'Di ba? Yung example na nga natin diyan yung mga phishing. Pero yung iba diyan is before medyo script lang yung ginagamit nila, but now for you to attack a particular organization, gumagamit na sila ng AI. They can even create their own evil version ng GPT. So I'm not gonna name those GPT, but there are softwares that is intentionally created just for those threat actors. So if you're an analyst, if you're a responder na you're still relying dun sa mga maybe yung mga basic na applications, maybe it's time for you to upskill din pagdating sa pag-use ng different AI, lalo na to combat din yung mga threats. Kasi ang labanan ngayon, pabilisan Ganun yung nakikita namin sa most of our engagement with our customers din na minsan they need to respond within a certain number of hours or even sometimes less than an hour. Respond lang yun. So now kung kunwari isa ka lang sa analyst sa organization mo and imagine the number of data na kailangan mong i-analyze is thousands. I think baka tatapos mo na i-analyze, na-breach ka na. Kumbaga, doon mo ba lang malalaman na may nangyayari pa lang attack. So, very important nowadays to use an AI technology sa organization.
Right, oo. Nabanggit mo yung pabilisan, ano? Naalala ko lang sa isang article, sabi yung mga threat actors daw are way, 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 way ahead of us. Mabilis silang tumakbo in terms of
Yeah. Kasi sila yung karamihan ng mga threat actors diyan is well-funded no. Tsaka
right.
isa lang ang very ano nila, ang goal nila. Kung kumbaga to breach you, 'di ba? Wala silang kumbaga wala silang pakialam kung ano yung mga tatama nila kasi nga they are on the unethical sides of the IT. So sa kanila, okay, if merong maapektuhan dyan na buhay or wala, they don't care. For them, they are very focused on the goal. And yun nga yung ano dun nakakalungkot kasi I think it happened na rin dito noon many years ago na I think there's an hospital that was affected by a particular attack. And unfortunately, dahil nga na-attack sila, yung hospital needs to be shut down kasi they need to clean up yung mga environment nila. So it's very sad kasi there are people like that na use AI or use technology to attack a particular let's say hospital, and then yun nga maraming mga pasyente tuloy na nadamay dahil sa ginawa nila.
Right. Before I move on to my next question, babatiin ko lang po ang ating Chair and Founding President, si Sir Angel Redoble. Ayan. Hello, Mr. Chair. Magandang hapon. Binati siya ni Ray, yung ating President ng Bulacan Chapter. Ayan. Okay. And okay, yung next question ko is looking ahead, how do you see the role of cybersecurity evolving as AI and automation continue to advance? And what innovations should we expect in this space?
Okay, before I answer that question, last na ba to?
Bali meron ka na lang 18.
Grabe. Hanggang anong oras pa tayo dito? Kala ko Friday na makapagpahinga na. Just kidding. Yes. Okay. So, for my answer for that is, of course, yung exciting part dyan is, yun nga, yung cybersecurity talaga pagdating sa yung AI, lalo na sa AI and automation, nagiging mas critical yung role natin sa pag-protect ng mga integrity and of course yung mga trustworthiness ng technology na like of AI and automation. So I guess in the next few years, no, ang exciting part dyan that we can see innovation is pagdating sa cybersecurity. Of course, yung mas makikita nating improvements ng mga AI-powered security solutions. So right now, we already have those solutions na in place. But for me, it's still very, let's say, may kulang pa rin. So I'm hoping in the next few months, maybe, or not few months, sorry, few years, it can be more improved. Kumbaga, we have the technology, we have the resources that we need right now. And I guess the bright minds there will able to come up with a much more, I would say, more very improved version of the AI-powered solutions na meron tayo ngayon. Another area that I'm really looking at, kasi isa rin sa role ko ngayon is to make sure to have those kind of solutions in place, is of course yung how we can use AI to secure yung mga algorithms and models that organizations are maybe creating, no? So, ngayon kasi medyo may semi-manual approach pa rin tayo ngayon dito because unang-una nga, wala pa masyadong clear guidelines din kasi every organization, they have their own framework that they are using or develop. So, I guess yun yung tinitinang ko rin na somehow, maybe not in the next few years, sana in the next few months, meron tayong way to secure yung mga algorithms na yun and models. Another thing is yung pagdating sa privacy preserving AI. So, ito yung sinasabi ko kanina na sana meron din tayong way to make sure na yung being transparent dun sa mga consumer ng AI, dapat kasama rin din yung how they can make sure that yung mga data that these AI systems using is really protecting our privacy. Ayaw naman natin, 'di ba, makita na yung data ko na, let's say as a consumer, bigla na lang siyang lumitaw sa ibang environment or ibang consumer din na tinanong lang nila yung let's say AI chatbot na, hey, bigyan mo nga sa akin yung full information nitong Ninido, and then suddenly nandiyan na yung buong biodata ko dun sa tao na yun. So I guess yun yung kailangan din natin ma-make sure na we have that kind of yung privacy preserving AI. So I would imagine siguro yung it's somehow responsible siya to make sure na yung mga related na data na particular sa atin, siya yung magmo-monitor nun to make sure na hindi siya lumalabas ng Pilipinas, or kung nasa labas man siya ng Pilipinas, dapat well-informed tayo kung saan siya ginagamit. And siguro yung pinaka-last ko na tinitingnan in the next few years is dapat meron tayong mga quantum resistance cryptography. 'Di ba kanina nga may share yung isa sa attendee natin na mga likes of countries of China na heavily invested dun sa AI. So dito po ang pasok yung thought ko na dapat meron tayong ganitong technology na easily achievable or being used by many of us. Kasi hindi natin alam kung kailan siya pwedeng gamitin ng mga dun sa cyber war na pwedeng mangyari. So ito yung isa kong tinitingnan na sana ito yung ma-develop in the next few months. Pero I think it's not possible. But yeah, this is something very important in my checklist na kailan kaya natin siya pwedeng magamit at magkakaroon tayo ng protection ng doon sa mga advanced AI attacks na gumagamit ng mga quantum technologies.
Right. Thank you, Nido. Meron ditong insight si Michael Yero. Sabi niya, China has achieved a fully AI building a 58-kilometer road without any humans. That was so great achievement in AI robotics. Imagine how many people displaced in that automation works.
Yep.
Diba?
So very kasi si China diyan I would say very aggressive sila pagdating sa ganyan development. But I think one of the things na China wanted to use this is of course to monitor din, 'di ba? Yung mga citizen nila. Lalo na 'di ba? I think maybe everyone or maybe most of you here have heard yung paano nila ginagawa ng parang anong tawag nila? May term sila doon yung may parang ranking yung bawat isa sa atin. Na for example, yun score pala. So, kunwari yung starting score natin is 50, no? So pag 50 pwede kang bumiyahe sa within the city. Pero pag bumaba yung score mo less than 50, hindi ka na pwedeng gumamit ng mga public transportation para to restrict yung travel mo. Pero pag more than 50 na yung score mo, they will give you additional benefit. So para siyang instead of credit score sa bangko, ito ginagamit niya siya yung scoring para to assess kung pwede ka bang gumala, pwede ka bang pumunta sa ibang countries. So I guess yun yung scary part for me na parang may big brother nga doon sa sa kung saan ka nakatira. But at the same time, it also helps maybe reduce din yung mga criminal. So depende on how you view it sa kumbaga ano yung perspective mo. But I guess that's how they plan to use yung mga dinidevelop nilang yung what you mentioned 158 kilometers of road na walang tao. So maybe they're trying to do something related to that.
Yeah, I know. Well, Nido, it's been a very, very fruitful discussion with you. Pwede pa ako magtanong?
Sure, pwede pa. I think sabi mo ano pa, 'di ba? 18 pa ba 'yun?
And then, Nina, baka magalit ka na. We only have a minute to go before 6 p.m. So this is a wrap up na. Okay, thank you so much, Nido, for gracing our KC this afternoon. No, sana bumalik ka sa susunod na discussion natin, no? Invite namin ulit ang Nexus. No, this is very
Yes, yes, definitely. Asahan nyo na we'll be joining you in the future KC. So, malay natin, di ba? Baka we can discuss more about things, not just AI. So, let us know. We'll be there for you to support.
Thank you, Nido. And thank you, Nexus, for supporting PEXPRO in this advocacy. Maraming salamat sa inyo. At ganun din sa ating mga viewers, sa ating mga listeners, to all the chapters no, na nakiisa sa amin ngayong hapon. Maraming salamat sa inyo. And see you again next week sa ating next episode ng Kwentuhang Cybersecurity. Nido, alam mo dito yung aming parting words sa Kwentuhang Cybersecurity. It's about cybersecurity and happiness. Alam mo yun? So huli, sinasabi namin lagi is sa cybersecurity, happy lang, walang weekend. Can you join me in saying that? Okay? Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat at katulad ng aming sinasabi sa cybersecurity, happy lang, walang
weekend.
weekend. Thank you, Nito.
Thank you.
Thank you to all our viewers and
Thank you, everyone.
supporters.
Thank you for